All right, let's get straight to it. Oil change on the Avalanche, Chevy Avalanche. This is the 5.3 liter engine. I have the vehicle in the air already and my jack stands in place, and I'm using the right part of the frame on the bottom. All right, on the bottom of the engine, where the bolt that we have to drain the oil from, it's a 15 millimeter, and to get the filter off right here, it's real hard to fit your hands around it, so you're most likely going to need a wrench for that, an oil filter wrench. This is my favorite style to use right here, so that's how this is what I'm going to use to grip my oil filter. I'm also using an extra large catch pan for my oil, because I know this truck normally holds more oil than what the normal catch pan recommends for, and also just in case it's overfilled by a previous person to change the oil last, or maybe the owners added extra oil to it without measuring. So just to cover all my bases, I'm using an extra large catch pan. And if you don't have an extra large one, you have a regular one, that's fine, but just make sure you keep an extra container available, just in case it starts to overflow. You can just switch it out real quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bolt removed now. So as my oil is draining out, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my filter. So you can see I'm using my oil filter wrench, and I have a firm grip on it, and I'm able to move it slightly, not much but slightly. So, but as long as you start to get it to turn and it's no longer firm, that's the main thing that this wrench is for. So now that it's loose with the wrench, I can finish it with my hands. And the convenient thing about this truck is the filter is located in the same area as where the oil drips from, so you can just catch it in the same drip pan. So I'm just waiting for it to finish dripping right now. So I have the old filter off, and I'm ready to install the new filter. And usually they say to put a little oil on the bottom of this gasket, but as you can see, there's enough oil up there already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the new filter on. Just screw it up there clockwise. After that, we can go ahead and get our drain plug back in, and we can go up top to fill the oil. Now that we have the bottom all buttoned up, let's go ahead and start to fill it with oil. So I'm going to start off by pouring this entire 5 quarts in, and basically I have another quart to put in there, but I'm going to pour this entire one in first and then check it and go from there. So after giving it about 5 minutes to settle, I cleaned off this dipstick and checked it, and you can see it's right above that second notch. It's right above it. So we could afford maybe a quarter of that quart in here and nothing more. So at the most, if you want to be, over the, at the top of the tolerance, you can put a half a quart in there. But I'm just gonna put a quarter of quart in here and call it even. So after filling it up and checking it again, it was perfect, and that's pretty much it. We are done. So the last thing that I'm going to do is that container that the oil came out of, I'm going to take the old oil and I'm going to funnel that back into the old container and take that to the auto parts store and ask them if they can dump that. And they'll most likely show you where you can take it and dump it. Well, that is it, guys. That is how you change your oil on the Chevy Avalanche.